CIET NCERT presents audiobook Maths Mela, textbook of mathematics for grade 4.
Chapter 9 Equal Groups. Page number 128. On the right side of the page, you are provided with a QR code, scanning which you can reach out to other resources to this chapter. Animal jumps. Fill in the blank spaces with the appropriate numbers. Find how many jumps the animal needs to take to reach its food. First one, a frog jumps 3 steps at a time. Which numbers will the frog touch? Will it touch 67? These numbers are multiples of 3 in the picture provided here. It starts with 0, 3, 6, blank, 12, blank, 18 and with other blanks with a B at the last. And frog is seen to jump at the multiples of 3. Second, the squirrel jumps 4 steps at a time. Which numbers will the squirrel touch? How many times should the squirrel jump to reach 60? Here we have a picture in which squirrel is seen to jump by 4 steps. The steps given here are 0, 4, 8, 12 and so on. These numbers are multiples of dash. You need to write down the correct answer here. Page number 129. Third, the rabbit jumps 6 steps at a time. Which numbers will the rabbit touch? What is the smallest 3-digit number on which the rabbit will land? How many times did the rabbit jump to reach this number? Here we have a picture in which rabbit is jumping from 0 to 6, then 12, then 18 and so on. These numbers are multiples of dash. Fourth, the kangaroo jumps 8 steps at a time. Which numbers will the kangaroo touch? Here we have a picture in which kangaroo is at 0, then next 8, 16 and so on. We have these numbers are multiples of dash. Are there numbers that both the rabbit and the kangaroo will touch? Fifth, to reach 48, how many times did the rabbit jump? Dash. You need to write down the correct answer here. In the picture you can find kangaroo and a rabbit jumping and there is a board with 48 number written on it. How many times did the kangaroo jump to reach the same number? Dash. You need to write down the answer here. What did you observe? Share your thoughts. Page number 130. Sixth, to reach 60, how many times did the frog jump? Dash. Write down the answer here. How many times did the rabbit jump to reach the same number? Dash. Write down the answer here. What do you observe? Share your thoughts. Common multiples. First, which numbers do both the frog and the squirrel touch? A few common multiples of 3 and 4 are dash. Write down the common multiples of 3 and 4 in this dash. Second, which numbers do both the rabbit and the kangaroo touch? A few common multiples of 6 and 8 are dash. You need to write down the common multiples of 6 and 8 in the blank space provided. 7th, if a cat and the rat land on the same number, the cat will catch the rat. The cat is now on 6 and the rat on 12. When the cat jumps 3 steps forward, the rat jumps 2 steps forward. Will the cat catch the rat? If yes, at which number? In the picture, we can find a rat which is ahead of cat. Cat is on 6 and the rat is on number 12. 8th, find multiplication and division sentences below. Shade the sentences. How many can you find? 2 examples are done for you. On this page, we are provided by 8 by 8 grid in which we have 8 columns and 8 rows. In the first row, the numbers written are 3, 4, 2, 7, 4, 9, 8, 2. In the second row, the numbers are 4, 2, 10, 20, 5, 2, 2, 4. In the third row, the numbers are 12, 8, 0, 6, 4, 8, 8, 1. In the fourth row, the numbers are 3, 2, 6, 2, 2, 6, 16, 2. In the fifth row, we have 2, 3, 6, 18, 6, 5, 3, 1. In the seventh row, the numbers are 10, 3, 4, 1, 12, 2, 7, 14. In the eighth row, we have 2, 0, 2, 2, 6, 10, 7, 2. And in the last row, we have 20, 5, 8, 2, 2, 5, 10, 2. Page number 131. Gulabo's garden. Question number 1. Gulabo's garden has lily flowers. Each lily flower has 3 petals. How many petals are there in 12 flowers? Represent how you found your answer. Gulabo will have 12 into 3 petals. Petals in 10 lilies. 10 into 3 petals is equal to 30 petals. Petals in 2 lilies is equal to dash. Petals in 12 lilies is equal to dash. You need to fill up the answers. Number of groups within brackets multiplier. 12 into 3 is equal to 36 within brackets product. Group size is multiplicand within brackets. So the multiplication statement is 12 into 3 is equal to 36. On the right side of the page, we are provided with a picture in which we can find Gulabo in the garden with lily flowers. And there's a flower of lily with 3 petals which is given here. Question number 2. In a hibiscus flower, there are 5 petals. Gulabo counted all the petals and found them to be 80. How many flowers did she have? Gulabo has 80 divided by 5 flowers. 5 petals is 1 flower. 10 petals are 2 flowers. 50 petals are 10 flowers. then 80 petals are dash flowers. On the right side of the page, we have a picture of hibiscus flower which is having 5 petals in it. Note for teachers. In this chapter, the focus is on multiplying 1, 2, and 3 digit numbers by 1 digit number with group sizes less than 10. Children should be encouraged to break down the multiplier, that is number of groups, into multiples of 10 to simplify calculations. They can also use strategies like doubling and halving. Page number 132. Question number 3. Gulabo plants some marigold saplings in a box as given in the picture. There are dash saplings in each row. There are dash rows. How many saplings has she planted? How did you calculate it? Mathematical statement is equal to dash. You need to fill up the answers in the dash space provided. On the right side of the page, we have a picture in which we have 11 columns and 3 rows. Question number 4. Daily Fresh supermarket has kept boxes of strawberries in a big tray. How many boxes of strawberries does the supermarket have? Express how you found them. We have 16 columns and 6 rows of strawberries kept in the big tray, which is represented in the picture given on this page. There are dash columns of strawberry boxes. There are dash boxes in each column. There are dash boxes in all. Mathematical statement is equal to dash. You need to fill up the blank spaces with correct answers. Question number 5. Radha runs a bakery shop. She bakes 18 cupcakes in one tray of the size given here. A. Complete arranging the cupcakes in the 2 trays given here. We have in the picture 2 trays. In the first tray, the representation of 6 cupcakes is given in the first row, and in the second and third row, one cupcake has been represented. Page number 133. B. She can use 2 such trays in her oven at a time. How many cupcakes can she make in one attempt? Dash. You need to write down the answer here. See, today she has received a special order. She has made 108 cupcakes. How many trays has she baked? D. She has another square baking tray. She can bake 36 mini cupcakes in such a tray. Complete the arrangement given here. We have picture of a square tray in which we have 6 mini cakes arranged in the first row and 6 cupcakes arranged in the first column. Number of columns is equal to dash. Number of cupcakes in each column is equal to dash. Multiplication statement is equal to dash. You need to write down the correct answers in the space provided. Find different ways of arranging the following numbers of cupcakes in rows and columns in your notebook: 36, 8, 12, and 24. The doubling magic. Magician Anvi came one day to Gulabo's house ready to play. From her coat with a grand display, note for teachers. Encourage learners to identify different ways of finding the answers. Children can skip count, count in rows and columns, and think in terms of equal groups. The idea is to make children notice arrays as a way of representing multiplication. Page number 134. She pulled out 23 flowers, bright and gay. She smiled and said, "Now watch and see, how many flowers will there be? How many flowers are there now?" On the right side of the page, we can find the magician Anvi with abracadabra dialogue, and there are 10 orange flowers and 10 purple flowers and again 3 red flowers. So there are 23 flowers, and in the next row we have 10 red flowers, 10 purple flowers and again 10 red flowers. Adjacent to this row we have another 10 red flowers, 10 purple flowers and 3 red flowers. So we need to write down the correct number of flowers which are there in these two rows. What magic did Avni do? We have a tabular column in which the first row represents flowers before magic, and in the second row we have flowers after magic. The first column has numbers 23 and 46. In the second one you need to fill up 10 flowers are there before magic. You need to fill up the flowers after magic. Similarly, for 51 flowers before magic, how many flowers will be there after magic? And if the flowers before magic were 95, how many flowers were there after the magic? And if there were 150 flowers before magic, how many flowers will be there after the magic? If there were 199 flowers before magic, how many flowers were there after the magic? If there were 425 flowers before magic, how many flowers will be there after magic? If there are 500 flowers before magic, how many flowers will be there after the magic? Similarly, if there were 222 flowers after magic, how many flowers will be there before the magic? If there will be 410 flowers after the magic, what could be the number of flowers before magic? If there are 500 flowers after magic, how many flowers would have been there before the magic? You need to fill up in the blank spaces. A. Double of 32 is equal to dash. B. Double of 14 is equal to dash. C. Double of 26 is equal to dash. D. Double of 17 is equal to dash. E. Double of 39 is equal to dash. F. Double of 45 is equal to dash. Question number 1. Guess what will be the ones digit of the following numbers when doubled. Write the ones digit in the space provided. A. 28, and there's a dash. You need to write down the ones digit. B. 56 dash. In the dash, you need to write down the ones digit. C. 45 dash. In the dash, you are asked to write down the ones digit. D. 17 dash. You need to write down the ones digit in the space provided. Question number 2. Give examples of numbers that, when doubled, give the following digit in the ones place. A. 0 dash. B. 2 dash. C. 4 dash. D. 6 dash. E. 8 dash. So, you need to write down the digits in the ones place after you double the number. Can we get 3, 5, 7 and 9 as the ones digit after doubling? Think it over. What do we notice about the numbers that we get after doubling? Even or odd? Note for teachers. Encourage children to use Chinese block or a Ganit Mala to double or half, especially for big numbers. Doubling and halving are useful strategies to include when teaching multiplication and division. Teacher can systematically change the numbers to include different digits in the ones place. Page number 135. Fill each square in the chart by multiplying the row number by the column number. Here in the picture we have 10 by 10 grid in which we have 100 blocks numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as columns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as rows. In this picture, few boxes have been shaded, like the second box in the first row is shaded green, and in the second row we have first, third and fifth are shaded as green. In the third row we have second column as shaded green and eighth also is shaded green. In row 4 we have the 10th box which is shaded as green, and in the fifth row we have the second column which is shaded as green, and in the 8th row we have the third column which is shaded as green, and in the 10th row we have fourth column which is shaded as green. What do you notice about the numbers shaded in green? Why is this happening? First, share the patterns that you notice in the table. Second, are the numbers in the row 7 the same as the numbers in column 7? In general, are the numbers in a given row the same as the numbers in the corresponding column? Why does this happen? Question number 3. Is there a row where all answers, that is products, are even numbers? Which rows have this property? Question number 4. Is there a row having only odd numbers as products? Question number 5. Are there rows that have both even and odd numbers? What do you notice? Why is it so? Question number 6. Are there more even numbers in the chart or odd numbers? How do you know? Page number 136. Question number 7. Color the common multiples of the following numbers. Use different colors for each item. A. 2 and 3. B. 4 and 8. C. 7 and 9. Share your observations regarding the numbers that are common multiples in each case. Question number 8. Observe the pattern in the ones digit of the products in row 5. Observe the ones digit of the products in other rows also. What pattern do you notice? Question number 9. Here is row 8 of the chart. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. The ones digit of the products are 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Do you see a repeating pattern here? Guess the ones digit of the following products. Verify your answer by multiplying. Write the digit in the space given. 11 into 8 is equal to dash. 12 into 8 is equal to dash. 30 into 8 is equal to dash. Question number 10. In row 8 of the chart, there is no number whose ones digit is 1. What other digits do not appear as the ones digit? Question number 11. Is there a row in which all the digits from 0 to 9 appear as the ones digit? Which rows have this property? Question number 12. It can be seen in row 8 that 0 appears as the ones digit 2 times. Blank space into 8 gives 0 as the ones digit. What numbers can go in this box? Give 5 examples of such numbers. 13. Is there a row in which 0 appears as the ones digit only once? Which rows have this property? Question number 14. What do you notice about the answers from questions 11 and 13? Share in the grade. Page number 137. Multiples of tens. Question number 1. Let us count the number of wheels in tricycles. Here we are provided with a picture in which 10 tricycles are given. Number of wheels in 10 tricycles with 3 wheels in each is 10 into 3 wheels is equal to dash wheels. Number of wheels in 10 more tricycles with 3 wheels in each is 10 into 3 wheels is equal to dash wheels. Number of wheels in 20 tricycles with 3 wheels in each is 20 into 3 wheels, that is equal to dash plus dash is equal to dash wheels. That is 10 into 3 is equal to dash and 20 into 3 is equal to dash. You need to write down the correct answers in the space provided. Second, let us count the number of wheels in cars. Here we are provided with a picture. There are 10 cars given here. Number of wheels in 10 cars with 4 wheels in each is 10 into 4 wheels, that is equal to dash wheels. Number of wheels in 30 cars with 4 wheels in each is 30 into 4 wheels, that is equal to dash plus dash plus dash is equal to dash wheels. That is 10 into 4 is equal to dash, 30 into 4 is equal to dash. you need to fill up the correct answers in the space provided. What happens when the number of groups is a multiple of 10? Solve the following in a similar way. Share how you found the answers. A. 10 into 6 is equal to dash. B. 40 into 6 is equal to dash. C. 10 into 8 is equal to dash. D. 60 into 8 is equal to dash. E. 6 into 8 is equal to dash. F. 16 into 8 is equal to dash. G. 4 into 6 is equal to dash. H. 40 into 8 is equal to dash. Note for teachers. Encourage children to identify the relationship between products like above. 10 times is a good way of articulating this relationship between products 6 into 8 and 16 to 8. 3 times could be a way of describing the relationship between 10 into 4 and 30 into 4. Page number 138. Multiplying using tens. First, Radha is packing cupcakes in boxes of 4. She has packed 18 boxes. How many cupcakes are there in the packed boxes? 18 boxes have 4 cupcakes in each, so there are 18 into 4 cupcakes. 10 boxes with 4 cupcakes in each contain 10 into 4 cupcakes, that is equal to dash cupcakes. 8 boxes with 4 cupcakes in each contain 8 into 4 cupcakes is equal to dash cupcakes. 18 boxes with 4 cupcakes in each contain dash plus dash cupcakes, that is equal to dash cupcakes. In the picture provided here, we have 10 boxes with 4 columns representing the cupcakes. Similarly, we have 8 boxes with 4 columns having 8 boxes and 4 cupcakes in each arrangement. We also have picture of Radha with boxes and cupcakes. We have a tabular column here for multiplication. We have 10 into 4 as 10 into 4 is equal to 40 and 8 into 4 is equal to 32, and on addition we get 72. That is 40 plus 32 is equal to 72. Second, 8 bamboo rods are needed to make a bullock cart. How many bamboo rods are needed for 23 carts? In the picture provided here, we have a bullock cart and we have 8 bamboo rods which have been arranged, and the 8 bamboo rods are bundled up for 23 carts. Page number 139. One cart needs 8 bamboo rods. 23 carts need 23 into 8 rods. 20 carts with 8 rods each need 20 into 8 rods is equal to dash rods. 3 carts with 8 rods in each need 3 into 8 rods is equal to dash rods. In the multiplication, we have 20 into 8 is equal to 160. 3 into 8 is equal to 24. On adding, we get 184. Let us solve. Question number 1. A flock of 25 geese and 12 sheep have gathered around a pond. Chippy, the lizard, sees many legs. How many legs does it see? In the picture, we have the sheep and the geese near the pond. Question number 2. In an auditorium, 8 children are sitting in each row. There are 15 such rows in the school auditorium. How many children are there in the auditorium? Question number 3. A bookshop has kept 9 books in each pile. There are 14 such piles. How many books does the shop have? Question number 4. Surya is making a patchwork with beads of 2 colors as given in the picture. How many beads has he used? How many each of golden color beads and white color beads has he used in making the patchwork? In the picture, we can find Surya with his patchwork of beads of 2 different colors, golden and white color. Question number 5. For each of the following multiplication problems, make your own stories as given here. Then find out the product. A. 34 into 3. B. 75 into 5. C. 46 into 6. D. 50 into 9. Page number 140. Division. Question number 1. A factory has ordered 58 wheels for the small tempos that they make. Each tempo has 3 wheels. In how many tempos can they fix the wheels? Discuss your thinking in each step. Number of tempos is 58 divided by 3. 30 wheels are needed for 10 tempos. Dash wheels are left. 15 wheels are needed for dash tempos. Dash wheels are left. 9 wheels are needed for dash tempos. Dash wheels are left. Dash wheels are needed for dash tempos. Dash wheels are left. Can we make another tempo? How many total tempos can the factory make using the 58 wheels? Write down in the space provided. We also have a division represented here. 58 divided by 3. 3 10 times is 30. When subtracted from 58 gives 28. Now 3 times 5 is 15. When subtracted from 28 gives us 13. 3 3 times is 9. When subtracted from 13 gives us 4. Now 3 1 times is 3. When subtracted it gives us 1. So we have 10 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1. With 58 wheels, we can make 19 tempos and 1 wheel will be left. Here we also have a picture on the right side with the wheels of tempos. Note for teachers. The division performed here is by partial quotient method. It is carried out by taking away groups of tens, fives, or any other smaller multiples which are easily available to children. Children can choose multiples of their own choice to solve the problems. Encourage them to gradually shift to taking away tens and multiples of tens. Page number 141. Question number 2. A dairy farm has many cows. Chippy the lizard is surprised to see 88 legs. How many cows are there in the farm? Write appropriate sentences as given here to show your thinking. Number of legs of a cow is equal to dash. Number of cows is 88 divided by dash. Express your work using the table given here. Hint provided is taking out groups of tens is easy. We have a tabular column. There are 3 columns with the first column representing as number of legs, second column number of cows, third one number of legs remaining. Number of legs, if we take 40, number of cows will be 10. So, number of legs remaining will be 48. If we divide 88 by 4, we get 4 10 times as 40 and 48 is the remaining. So, total number of cows is equal to dash. We need to write down in the space provided. Here towards the right side of the picture, we can see the 88 legs of the cows and a picture of chippy lizard is also given here. Let us solve. Question number 1. In a big aquarium, Jolly Fish sees 72 legs of octopuses. How many octopuses are there in the aquarium? On the right side of the page, we can also see the octopuses in the water along with the jellyfish. Question number 2. A sports store packs 4 shuttlecocks in a bigger box. They are 50 shuttlecocks. How many boxes will they need to pack all of them? Can they pack all the shuttlecocks in the boxes? How many are left? Question number 3. Rakhul Chachi uses a part of her farm to grow flowering plants for the upcoming festive season. She has planted 75 saplings of roses. Each row has 5 saplings. How many rows of saplings has she planted? Question number 4. Make stories for the following problems and solve them. A. 70 divided by 5. B. 84 divided by 7. C. 69 divided by 3. D. 93 divided by 6. Page number 142. Multiples of 100. On page number 142, we are given a grid of 10 by 10, that is 100 boxes. 2 people on each bike are represented in each box. 100 bikes with 2 people on each have 100 into 2 people, that is equal to dash people. 200 bikes with 2 people on each have dash people. How did you find it? 100 cars with 4 people in each have 100 into 4 people, that is equal to dash people. 500 cars with 4 people in each have dash people. How did you find it? There is another grid provided here with 10 by 10 grid has 100 boxes. So 4 people in each car is represented by each box. 500 into 4 is equal to dash. 100 into 4 is equal to dash. 5 into 4 is equal to dash. 50 into 4 is equal to dash. What did you notice about multiplying the multiples of hundreds? Note for teachers. Encourage children to work out the answers in different ways. Also, help them notice the relationship between single digit multiplication and multiples of hundreds of the same group size. Expressing the relationship as 100 times is appropriate. Page number 143. Observe the pattern and complete the answers. 1 into 3 is equal to dash. 10 into 3 is equal to dash. 100 into 3 is equal to dash. 2 into 3 is equal to dash. 20 into 3 is equal to dash. 200 into 3 is equal to dash. 4 into 3 is equal to dash. 40 into 3 is equal to dash. 400 into 3 is equal to dash. You need to complete the dash spaces. 2 into 4 is equal to dash. 20 into 4 is equal to dash. 200 into 4 is equal to dash. 4 into 2 is equal to dash. 40 into 2 is equal to dash. 400 into 2 is equal to dash. 8 into 1 is equal to dash. 80 into 1 is equal to dash. 800 into 1 is equal to dash. You need to fill up the blank spaces with correct answers. 3 into 4 is equal to dash. 30 into 4 is equal to dash. 300 into 4 is equal to dash. 3 into 5 is equal to dash. 30 into 5 is equal to dash. 300 into 5 is equal to dash. 3 into 9 is equal to dash. 30 into 9 is equal to dash. And 300 into 9 is equal to dash. Fill up the blank spaces with correct answers. More multiplication. First one. Big electric auto rickshaws run in small towns of India and can carry 8 passengers. How many people can travel in 125 such autos in a single round? We have 10 by 10 grid here with 8 people represented in one box. That is, 8 passengers are represented in one block. So 100 auto rickshaws with 8 passengers each will be equal to how many? Yes, you guessed it right. Similarly, we have another arrangement of 8 in first row. We have 10 into 2, that is 20 auto rickshaws with 8 passengers each, which is represented in the picture here. And similarly, 5 auto rickshaws with 8 passengers each is given in the picture here. On the right side of the page, we can have electric auto rickshaw with 8 passengers which are seated inside the auto rickshaw. Page number 144. The total number of passengers 125 into 8. 100 auto rickshaws with 8 passengers in each have 100 into 8 passengers is equal to dash passengers. 20 auto rickshaws with 8 passengers in each have 20 into 8 passengers is equal to dash passengers. 5 auto rickshaws with 8 passengers in each have 5 into 8 passengers is equal to dash passengers. 125 auto rickshaws with 8 passengers in each have dash plus dash is equal to dash passengers. On the right side of the page, we are explained with the multiplication process. We have 100 multiplied by 8 as 100 into 8 is equal to 800. 20 multiplied by 8 is equal to 160. And 5 multiplied by 8 is equal to 40. So on adding 800, 160 and 40, you get 1000. Question number 2. Kahalu and Rabia are potters and make earthen pots, kulhad, for trains. They pack 6 kullards in a box and have packed 174 boxes for delivery. How many kullards have they made? The total number of kullards is dash. We have picture of 6 kullards given on this page. We also have pictorial representation of the multiplication process given here. 100 boxes with 6 kullards each. That is 100 into 6 is equal to dash. 70 boxes of 6 kullards each. 70 into 6 is equal to dash. 4 boxes of 6 kullards each. That is 4 into 6 is equal to dash. We have 174 boxes and we need to calculate the total number of kullards. Write down the correct answers in the blank spaces provided. Let us solve. Question number 1. BP Girls School has decided to give all its students 2 pencils on the first day of the school. It has 465 students. How many pencils does the school need to buy? Page number 145. Question number 2. 234 children of a school have decided to organize a school Mela. Each child contributes 5 rupees for the organization of the Mela. How much money do they collect? Question number 3. Make stories for the following problems and solve them. A. 439 into 4. B. 514 into 8. C. 356 into 5. D. 623 into 7. More division. 9 boats have to ferry 108 people waiting along the banks of Kaveri river. Each boat carries the same number of people. How many people should be ferried in each boat? 108 people are to be ferried in 9 boats. In one boat, the number of people ferried is 108 divided by 9. If 5 people sit in each of the boats, then 45 people can be ferried in 9 boats. If 5 more people sit along with them in each of the boats, that is total 10, then 90 people can be ferried in the 9 boats. The remaining 18 people have to be adjusted in the 9 boats. 2 more people will have to sit in each of the boats. So, the 9 boats need to take 12 people each. In the box, we are given the division process here. 9 is dividing 108. We get 9 multiplied by 5 as 45. When we subtract from 108, we get 63. Now, 9 times 5 is again 45. When we subtract, we get 18. Now, 9 2 times is 18. When we subtract, we get 0. So, 9 boats need to take 12 people each. Note for teachers. Division problems are of 2 types: share and measure. In share problems, the number of equal groups is given, that is the multiplier, leading to opportunities to share objects equally. The example above is a share problem. In measure problems, the size of each group is given, that is the multiplicand. Like when we ask how many ants are there if the number of legs is 60. Including both kinds of problems is helpful for children. Page number 146. Patterns in division. How much money did each get? Draw arrows linking the money and the children to answer the questions. First question. 30 rupees shared equally among 3 children is equal to dash. You need to fill up the correct answer here. Question number 2. 900 rupees shared equally among 3 children is equal to dash. Here we are also given the pictures of 3 currency notes and 3 children standing there watching the currency notes. We are also provided with 900 rupee notes, which is represented in the picture here. Using the above way of thinking, solve the following problems. Observe and explain the patterns that you notice here. We have 3 different columns. The first one has 3 divided by 3 is equal to dash, 30 divided by 3 is equal to dash, 300 divided by 3 is equal to dash. 5 divided by 5 is equal to dash. 50 divided by 5 is equal to dash. 500 divided by 5 is equal to dash. The second column has 9 divided by 3 is equal to dash. 90 divided by 3 is equal to dash. 900 divided by 3 is equal to dash. 8 divided by 4 is equal to dash. 80 divided by 4 is equal to dash. 800 divided by 4 is equal to dash. The third column has 15 divided by 3 is equal to dash. 150 divided by 3 is equal to dash. 300 divided by 3 is equal to dash. 4 divided by 2 is equal to dash. 20 divided by 2 is equal to dash. 100 divided by 2 is equal to dash. We need to write down the correct answers in the space provided in A, B and C columns respectively. Question number 1. A load-carrying truck has 6 tires. Chippy the lizard sees 60 tires. How many trucks are there? Question number 2. Chippy sees 80 wheels in a car's parking space. How many cars are standing in the parking space? Question number 3. Chippy sees 600 legs of ants walking towards the ant hill. How many ants are there? Question number 4. A fancy shop has packed 800 rubber bands in several packets. Each packet has 4 rubber bands. How many packets of rubber bands does the shop have? Page number 147. Let us solve. Question number 1. A school bus hires 7 buses to take 245 children to the transport museum. Each bus carry the same number of children. How many children are traveling in each bus? Question number 2. The Darjeeling Himalayan Railway is fondly called the toy train. This toy train ride is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This amazing train runs between New Jalpaiguri and Darjeeling, and it also passes through one of the highest stations in the world, namely Ghoom. It runs 88 kilometers daily. How much distance does it travel in a week? Question number 3. The 16-kilometer river rafting from Shivpuri to Rishikesh in the Ganga provides the most interesting rafting opportunity. In the summer months, Venture Out Company took 259 people for rafting. Each raft can take 7 people. How many rafts did it take? Question number 4. Anu saves 45 rupees every month by putting it in her piggy bank. A. How much money will Anu save in 6 months? B. She distributes the total money saved after 6 months among 6 of her friends. How much does each friend get? C. If she decides to distribute the saved money among 3 friends after 6 months, how much money will each get? Question number 5. Raju drives an auto in his village and takes people to the bus stand. He makes 8 trips in a day. Which of the following questions can be exactly calculated with the above statement? A. How much money does he make in a day? B. How many trips does he make in 7 days? Note for teachers. Encourage the children to observe relationships between divisor, dividend, and quotient. Understand the relationship between Quotients when the dividend is changed by 5 times, 10 times, and the relationship between multiplication and division. Page number 148. C. How much time does one trip take? D. How many trips does he make in 4 weeks? 6. Solve A. 45 into 9, B. 507 into 7, C. 94 divided by 4, D. 778 divided by 6, E. 94 into 5, F. 396 into 4, G. 83 divided by 3, H. 635 divided by 5. Question number 7. In mathematics, some statements are always true, some are sometimes true, and some are never true. Tick in the appropriate column. Here we have 6 statements which are mathematical, and we also have 3 columns with always true, never true, and sometimes true given here. The first mathematical statement is multiplying by 10 gives 0 in the ones digit of the number. We need to put tick mark in either of them, always true, never true, or sometimes true. Statement B. Multiplying a number by 2 gives an odd number. Similarly, we need to tick mark in the appropriate column. Statement C. Multiplying a number by 5 gives a number with 5 in the ones digit. We have to tick mark in the appropriate column. D. The number immediately after an odd number is an even number. We need to tick mark in the appropriate column. Statement E. Halving any number gives an even number. Tick mark in the appropriate column. F. Adding 0 to a number increases the number by 1. We need to tick mark in either of the columns, always true, never true, or sometimes true. Note for teachers. The always true, never true, or sometimes true type of questions in math are designed to help students understand and evaluate the validity of mathematical statements under different conditions. They encourage critical thinking, testing conceptual understanding, and encouraging students to reason logically with counterexamples. They help students to move beyond rote memorization to a better understanding of mathematical principles. Chapter 9 ends here.
Maths Mela. You were just listening to this audiobook. Textbook of Mathematics for Grade 4. Narration Swarnlata Sharma. Sound recordist Virendra Rawat. Production assistant Soumya Malik. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.